Build it up. Build it up. Louder.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know, you probably know me from dropping the ring at the altar earlier on. I'll try to do better with this. I hope everyone's having a great time so far today. On behalf of Ty and Greg, I just want to thank everybody for coming. You can probably tell from the different levels of suntan and sunburn who came from where. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Dennis and Jennifer for having us here. The place looks absolutely amazing. It's unbelievable.
Well said! One up, one up.
I'd like to also thank Ed and Michelle for a wonderful night last night. I really enjoyed it, and it was great to sort of meet everybody for the first time. And I hope we all gave a great impression of ourselves. As well, I'd like to thank all the bridesmaids. They look gorgeous and they're a great help to Ty today. And on similar with the ushers as well, they were a great help.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you'll all agree with me when I say that Ty looked absolutely beautiful today.
Stunning.
Absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
And Greg looked perfectly adequate.
Oh, 2-0 Ray. Oh, 2-0 to O'Higgins. 2-0 to O'Higgins.
My name is Ray. I've known Greg for the best part of 20 years. And like even when he was younger, he always stood out because when he was younger, he still looked in his mid-40s. People used to think I hung around with my uncle for years. When he was 13, he had a fully grown beard, and this prompted one of his teachers in school to ask him to shave it. A misinformed Greg told the teacher that his gynecologist advised him that shaving would be bad for his skin. So.
Controversial.
Myself and Greg actually didn't get off on the best foot. And the first time I met Greg, he actually took it upon himself to call to my house and tell my parents that I'd thrown snowballs at another child's house. I was guilty, sure, but I never appreciated the sentiment, and it took us a while to get past that. But it's for that reason and many other reasons that Greg's nickname back in Ireland is the Thorn. He always makes your life that little bit harder, whether intentionally or unintentionally. However, Greg has another nickname for himself. I don't know if he told you, but he likes to refer to himself as the athlete, despite never having played any competitive sport at a high level.
Athlete is someone who does a lot of sports.
But one time it was very fitting of Greg. He approached myself and my friends and asked us to run a marathon for charity. And being great all-round guys and charitable blokes, we said of course. And without any training, we thought like the natural fitness of youth would get us through. The marathon was due to start on Saturday at 8 o'clock. I slept in. I was woken by a phone call at 12 o'clock by Greg. I felt bad till I realised Greg was in McDonald's at the time. So I met the guys in town and we said, look, we cut our losses and go home. On the way home we came across a sign and said there was 12 miles left in the marathon. So we said, look, we'll do the final 12 miles, we've come this far. So anyway, 30 seconds into the first mile, the athlete complains of an old knee injury sustained from rugby, an injury we hadn't heard of before or since. But in fairness to Greg, he was a warrior and he battled through for another minute when he complained of asthma attacks again, which we haven't heard before or since. So I think all in all, on reflection, I mean, Greg's biggest achievement that day was keeping a straight face while looking us in the eye, boarding a city bus to take him to the finish line while we had to do the final 12 miles. The athlete indeed. On a serious note, I just want to say Greg is a great guy. He's obviously a privilege to know, and I think that anyone who knows him knows he's so honest, nearly to a fault, so loyal, and everyone will know what I mean that when I say he's just the type of guy you always want to be around, and when he walks into a room he instantly puts a smile on your face. He's just naturally funny and he's an easygoing great guy. But despite Greg being from Dublin, And Ty being from Miami, the couple actually met in Cape Town. They instantly hit it off, but their paths were due to cross, or their paths crossed a couple of days later. Although Greg was unaware that Ty was in the same bar he was. Our friend Brian brought him upstairs under the guise of showing them the scenery. Little did Greg realise the scenery he was up there to see was Ty being chatted to by another guy. But in fairness to Greg, he wasn't rattled. He knew what he wanted. He went over, and although it took the third party a long time to realise that he wasn't wanted, he finally did. And the story of Greg and Ty began. It's a story that survived 3 harsh Irish winters, one burnt Thanksgiving turkey, and Greg's aggressive hair loss.
Oh, body shot. Oh. Left jab, left jab, left jab.
If it can survive that, it can survive anything. If you don't mind now, I'd just like to read 1 or 2 messages from just loved ones that couldn't be here today, so they asked me to pass on their sentiments to Greg. Hope we can read these, by the way.
Can you see?
Okay, to Ty and Greg, sorry I can't be with you on your special day. There are countless ways to express love. Be creative. May all things go well for you both, all through your future together. And that's from Kevin Kay in Dublin.
Thank
Just Kevin.
Oh, how pleased now. Hey, tried to clap and got a rattle.
you. It was going so well.
And to Ty and Greg, even though I can't be with you today, all of my thoughts are with you both, and my heart is always with you. God bless you both. Lots of love. Nah. Also, I'd like to give a mention. I was actually joint best man with guy Joe McGarren, but he selfishly had twins about a month ago, so he couldn't make it, which was great news for the buffet staff. But Joe and Joanne and Bowie and Thea wish you all the best, and all their thoughts are with you as well. Finally, I just want to say that personally, I think the two of you are a great couple. Ty, I know firsthand, Greg has told me a gazillion times how much you mean to him, how happy you make him. And I know when Greg came back from South Africa, when he first met you, you talked about you non-stop, and I've never seen a guy that fell so hard and was so happy. And I just want to say, Greg is the first of all our friends to have got married, so it's a big deal for us. But I just personally want to say to Greg that, and Ty, that no matter any of the ups and downs, that you'll always have your friends, will always be there for you. All our love and support are with you, no matter what. And going to places like Miami sweeten the deal a bit. So don't be afraid to have a few fights over here and make them happy. But I just want to say you're a great couple, and I wish you many years of happiness and all the best of luck in the future. All that's left for me to do is to raise a glass and toast the newlyweds, Ty and Greg Sheridan, ladies and gentlemen.
Rayo
Good job, Ray. Let's hear it for Rachel too.
Hey, going.
Call him Seamus.
Seamus. Absolutely.
All right, in just a few moments, we're going to have some live music, a DJ, and some words from Ty's father, Dennis. Sit tight.
Give him that. She's jetting absolutely lucky, you.
Fantastic. That was brilliant. Can we get a photo?
You can let your hair down now. Or lack off. Or lack off.
Is it okay?